Now we see here some properties of congruous modulo n. Here is the theorem: let a, b and n be any integers and suppose n is greater than 1. The following statements are all equivalent. So the first statement is n divides a minus b, and the second is a is congruent to b mod n. Third one is a is equal to b plus k into n for some integer k. And fourth one is a and b have the same non-negative remainder when divided by n. And 5 is a mod n is equal to b mod n. So all these statements are equivalent for given three integers a, b and n, where n is greater than 1. So यहाँ पे हम देख सकते हैं कि ये a congruent to b mod n की डेफिनेशन में आ जाती है ये बात कि n डिवाइड्स a माइनस b, और इसी तरह थर्ड नंबर पे इसी चीज़ को जो हमने लिखा है n डिवाइड्स a माइनस b, इसी चीज़ को इक्वालिटी की शक्ल में लिखा गया डिविजिबिलिटी की डेफिनेशन यूज़ करके, और यहीं से हम ये बता रहे हैं कि बोथ हैव द सेम नॉन नेगेटिव रिमाइंडर. सो रिमाइंडर बाय यूजिंग द डेफिनेशन ऑफ रिमाइंडर हम यहाँ पे ये चीज़ बता सकते हैं कि a और b का जो रिमाइंडर है वो दोनों का सेम होगा, और इसी चीज़ को फिफ्थ प्लेस पे यहाँ पे लिखा गया है कि a mod n इज़ इक्वल टू b mod n. सो अगर a congruent टू b mod n हो तो a mod n जो है वो इक्वल होगा b mod n के, यानी कि जो रिमाइंडर हैं दोनों के वो दोनों सेम होंगे. तो ये पाँचों की पाँचों स्टेटमेंट जो हैं वो इक्वलेंट हैं, कि इनमें से कोई एक भी दी गई हो तो हम इन पाँचों में से किसी एक को भी उसके लिए यूज़ कर सकते हैं. Here are some other properties of modular arithmetic. Let a, b, c, d and n be integers with n is greater than 1, and suppose a is congruent to c mod n and b is congruent to d mod n. Then the first property is a plus b is congruent to c plus d mod n, and secondly a minus b is congruent to c minus d mod n, and on the third place we have a b is congruent to c d mod n, and fourth is a into m is congruent to c into m mod n for all integers m. So given these congruence relation, we see that we are just adding them in the first and taking the mod with n, and just like we are subtracting in the second, and at the third place we are multiplying both the congruence relations and taking mod with n, and in the last we are multiplying with some integer on both sides and taking the mod with n. So we are proving the part 3 in which ab is congruent to cd mod n. So suppose we have a, b, c and d integers and n is greater than 1, and suppose a is congruent to c mod n and b is congruent to d mod n. So from here we can say that there exist integer s and t such that a is equal to c plus sn and b is equal to d plus tn. By using the definition of congruence, we get to these equalities. Then after multiplying of the above equations, we get ab on the left hand side, and on the right hand side, after multiplying these two brackets, we will get cd plus n into ct plus st plus stn, and since we know that these all are integers and sum and products of integers are integers, so the whole bracket will be an integer and we let that integer be k. So now we have k as an integer and we have ab is equal to cd plus n into k, and from here we can say that ab is congruent to cd mod n. So now we verify the following statements using the above properties. So we need to verify that 55 plus 26 is congruent to 3 plus 2 mod 4, and 55 minus 26 is congruent to 3 minus 2 mod 4, just like C and D. So for this we need to compute 55 plus 26 and we get 81, and by adding 3 and 2 we get 5. By the definition of congruence modulo n, to show that 81 is congruent to 5 mod 4, what we need to do is to check that 4 divides 81 minus 5, and we see here that 81 minus 5 is equal to 76, which is divisible by 4. So, and in B part we see that we are computing 55 minus 26, which is 29, and 3 minus 2 is equal to 1 by the definition of congruence modulo n. To show that 29 is congruent to 1 mod 4, we need to check that 4 divides 29 minus 1, and this is true. And C and D part are left as an exercise. Let A, B and n be integer with n is greater than 1, then AB is congruent to A mod n multiplied by B mod n, and then taking the mod with n. Or equivalently, AB mod n is equal to A mod n multiplied by B mod n, and then we take the mod with n. In particular, if m is a positive integer, then a raised to power m is congruent to a mod n raised to power m mod n. Now we see an example. Find the residue of 55.26 modulo 4, and what is meant by the residue is basically a remainder. So we see here that when we multiply 55 and 26 and taking the mod with 4, we get here 55 mod 4, 26 mod 4, mod 4. So by applying the definition, we get here 3 into 2 mod 4, because 55 is 4, 55 mod 4 is equal to 3 and 26 mod 4 is equal to 2. So we have here 6 mod 4, and we know that the residue, the remainder of 6 after dividing with 4 is 2. Now we see here another example in which we have a raised to power k mod n when k is a power of 2. So we find 144 is power 4 mod 7 13, and now we check here that 144 is power 4 is 144 is power square raised to power square. Then this will be equivalent to, we can write it like 144 square mod 713 whole square mod 713, and 144 square is 20,736, which is can be calculated. And now we compute here after dividing by 713. We see here the remainder is 59, so we are taking the square of 59, and 59 square is 3481, and we can also divide easily by 713 and get a remainder of 629. So this power, which gives us a very huge number, but after applying the property we get the result easily. Now we see here another example in which we compute AK mod n when k is not a power of 2. So we are finding 12 to the power 43 mod 713, and we write the exponent as a sum of powers of 2. That is, 43 can be written as 2 to the power 5 plus 2 to the power 3 plus 2 plus 1. Next we compute the powers of 12. So 12 mod 713 is equal to 12. 12 base power square will give us 144. Since we cannot divide this 144 from 713, so this will be the result. And by taking 12 to the power 4, we see here that we have 1442 mod 713, which gives us 59. So like this we can compute all the powers of 12 mod 713, and then we can write 12 raised to 43 is equal to 12 raised to power 32 plus 8 plus 2 plus 1, and we get this result in product. And we know how to use the product of modular arithmetic, and we get these results in the product, and we get mod of 713. And finally, by using the above congruence relations, we get this number and take the mod with 713 and get the result 48.